What's up, guys? This is Hans from the Eclectic podcast, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Takara Tomy Transformers Legends LG15 Nightbird Shadow. This is Legends line of a remolding of Arcee. Just something I thought was kind of neat. I like the box actually quite a bit. It's got the kind of the G1 grid, where it's got the red that kind of fades over into the darker color on the right hand side. Very reminiscent of G1, something I really do dig. Up the top it just says Transformers Legends LG15, and I'm kind of guessing right there it says Nightbird Shadow right there. Not sure. Side of the box we do have Nightbird Shadow kind of in an artistic design. There she is in her half mode on the other side with the Decepticon logo. On the back it shows her in her bot mode and alt mode, and I guess it comes with a comic too. I believe it's called Business Trip, but I have no idea. Not something I'm familiar with. The comic looks kind of wacky, but it shows you some stuff in there. At the bottom of the box, a lot of stuff I can't read. No idea what it says. No clue. But let's go ahead and let's open it up and take a look inside. Here she is outside of the package. Really nice design. Real quick, we'll go over everything that comes in the package. So we do have a black molded plastic blaster. And that's... I wish it had some more paint apps, but it looks pretty good. Not horrible. And it is molded nicely, at least, you know, give them that. We also have another blaster. So she has Dos Pistoles. Again, molded in black plastic. Nothing too fancy. She also comes with these two Energon sword type rifles. This was also something that Arcee had, and they're done in the same translucent yellow that was done kind of on the windscreen on her car mode there. So we got two of those. And then because she is a ninja, she has size. Wow, Ninja Shadow, Nightbird Shadow, whatever. She's got two of these. Two of these for fighting, for brawling with. Nice color though, really got to say, really nice color. We also get some sort of, I'm guessing these things are for contests or something that they do in Japan. It means nothing to me. The instructions, nice paper stock on these. It is color. Here's the comic. This comic, I don't know what is going on. It makes no sense to me. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. There's Megatron like at a party. She's serving drinks. She's thinking about something. I have no clue what any of this is about, what it's doing. But apparently this is something that they include with the Transformers in Japan. And then there's some sort of weird mouse thing. Some sort of girl like half naked. I don't know what this thing is. Doesn't make any sense. It's scaring me. There she is. The tech specs there. It's kind of cool. They do have it in English down there, so you can actually read the tech specs, so you know what each one of those ratings are. And then you go ahead and you open it up, and we have her instructions, which are in black and white. Everything's in color except for the instructions themselves on how to transform it. But whatever, to each their own. Nicely done though. The paper quality is really nice. And one other thing I do want to mention, this packaging that they came with, I wish Hasbro would do this. It's almost like a clamshell design, to where even after you pull the figure out, you can actually reinsert it, and then put it back in the box, and no harm, no foul. It's like you never touched it. Beautiful packaging. Really big props for something like that. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this alt mode a little bit more in depth. The paint job on this is phenomenal. The colors work really well together. At first I was kind of like, I don't know if we needed another retooling of Arcee, but this actually looks really sharp. They did some nice job with the paint apps in there. Like if you see that in the dashboard, like the gauges and everything painted silver. They picked out the seats with purple. Nice tempo printed Autobot Decepticon logo right there on the hood. I do kind of wish they would have given some headlight decals there. Turning indicators are picked out in yellow there. Same thing with the tail lights. They're picked out in yellow. Nice, just nice job all the way around. It looks sharp. Looks really, really good. She does have weapon storage, so she can store every weapon she's got. If you look down at the bottom here, she's got a lot of ports and plugs. We'll start off with this blaster here. There's that peg right there that my thumb is kind of by. Go ahead and just plug that back behind that slot there. It takes a lot of force to get in there, but it seats securely. There's another one at the back, kind of near the rear tail lights. It's at an angle. There's a post on the side of the blaster itself that will plug right into that. Boom, bada boom, bada bing. Nicely done. Still rolls fine even with that stuff on there. Then her blade things, you can plug them onto the back. They plug in nice and secure. As long as you can get it in the slot. That's what she said. And then she's got the sides that plug into the little slots that she has on her thighs. And you just go ahead and plug those in there, facing to the back. Boom. All weaponed up. Storage for everything. Amazing. Nicely done. Normally I'm not a big fan of weapon storage on vehicles, but it works with this. I guess because the car is so outlandish. There's something about it kind of reminds me of like a Batmobile. I don't know why, but these colors, and I don't know, there's something about it that just kind of reminds me of Batman's car, if it was a Transformer. Let's go ahead and let's go through transformation. We'll take all these weapons off. Get rid of the guns that are plugged in underneath. And then that one right in the center, that's going to take a lot of force. Quite a bit of force anyways. Get the arms out of the way. Yeah. Get that out. Put the arms back down. And let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and lift up the back here. And then you want to fold the rear section in underneath itself. And then we can go ahead and unpeg the legs. Flip those down. Flip both legs down. And they're on this weird hinge for the thighs where you can kind of just rock it back down upon itself. And it'll collapse on that ball. Do that on both sides. Adjust the camera. The feet, they're really simple. You just want to make sure they're flattened out. Do that with both feet. Just on those levers there, or rockers. Bring the arms down on those balls that they've got, or on the armatures that they have. And then you want to go ahead and remove this part from the hood, the front. Go ahead and pull that off. And then you're going to detach the back from that also. Another thing you want to do is make sure and flip out this abdomen piece. That's going to fill in the front of the figure. So go ahead and flip that out, and then you want to go ahead and remove that back. And then just kind of fold it down, rock it. The arms have this hook area right there on the shoulders that are going to go over those armatures that we move the arms down on. So just go ahead and pull that down. Start pegging everything in from the crotch all the way on back up to the head. And then pop the head back into place. And there she is. Miss Shadow, all transformed. Something that I want to say too, like the colors on here, the camera doesn't pick them up the way that they should, and I'll make another note of that here in a second. Let's look at the head sculpt real quick. The backpack also, so that's something like I didn't know if I'd hate that, but it works okay with this figure. I think it was the body design works well, but the backpack's a little bit much for a ninja. On the head sculpt, that mask that she's got is actually really nicely done in purple. For some reason, it looks kind of blue on my camera. But look at that silver paint. The head sculpt looks amazing. It's kind of hard to see, but she's got these like furrowed eyebrows in there too that make her just look really, really angry. And it's picked up really nice. Kind of has light piping, kind of not, kind of does, kind of doesn't. Kind of works, not really. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Head is on a ball joint, so she can look up really far. Way further than she needs to. She actually gets a fairly good range of motion down, even with that big old chin piece that she's got. Can twist around pretty well. She also has the side-to-side motion, like, what? Arms are on ball joints, so you can go full 360 degrees around with them. There's a rotation at the upper bicep, and then she has a deep elbow bend. No wrist swivel at all. Thighs, there's no waist articulation also. Thighs really can't go out, but they go forward really well. You get a pretty good range of motion back before she starts to get hindered by her back kibble. And I mean, as for the, kicking the thighs out, you can kind of cheat it. If you kind of kick this rocker out, you can get a little bit more of a range on there, but then it starts to look kind of awkward and disjointed. It's not really something I would recommend. You also do get a upper knee swivel, or upper thigh swivel, and a wicked knee bend. If you check that out there. Feet are on rockers, of course, as you saw in the transformation. And then when it comes to weapons, you have a lot of options on how you want to put this together. I'm going to kind of give you the way that I did it. It may not necessarily be right, and I kind of fiddled around with it, and I was like, I don't like that so much. The thighs, or the size that you're supposed to plug into her arms, I guess, for proper storage. But I don't like that so much. And then you can kind of plug in the rifles, the blasters in different areas on her. Just kind of, it's funny because in vehicle mode she's got all this perfect mounting for these weapons, but in bot mode, not so much. Kind of gets kind of ridiculous and redundant. But you can peg all over the place. She's got slots for it. Twist that around. By no means is this the official way to do it. I wanted to do it that way. She also has these weird ledges on her hands. So whenever we put these swords in there, they won't go down all the way. Now the size, on the other hand, they actually have molding in there to where they will accept the size a lot further down than what they do with these sword pieces. But there she is, all weaponed up. Closing thoughts on this, guys. I really do enjoy the figure. I think the paint scheme looks great. I do wish the camera kind of picked up the colors a little bit better with that purple, especially kind of with that yellow piece down there. It looks really good. Looks sharp, is eye-catching, and I think it's a good retooling of Arcee. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. Peace out, and we will talk to you soon. Bye. What makes this podcast unique?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan, 130 the Eclectic Podcast, just coming at you right now, letting you know we'll be on into YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on back now. Be the third subscriber. You get absolutely nothing. Thank you so much. And please listen to the Eclectic Podcast because we are amazeballs.
Yeah, we're probably not quoting Mel Gibson ever again.
If you want to listen to lizard people or hear all about lizard people, lizard people, let them go, lizard people!